I've said it time and time again. Chelsea's counter defending is an absolute joke, and that's going to be the reason we lose matches. I mean, 77 minutes into the game, Enzo Maresca. I mean, the boys look sluggish. They look tired, and Enzo Maresca is yet to make a substitution. To me, that is just abysmal. Like, why is he so complacent? Why are these moves so complacent? Like, there was a string of 10, 15, 20 minutes in this match today from like the 60th or to like the 58th minute to probably like the 77th minute where we were just like very sluggish, didn't have control of the game. And then, this happened. And it's like time in and time out, we can't close out games. Time in and time out, we can't be a solid team for all 90 minutes. And I know teams can't be dominant for 90 minutes long, but some teams can. But we just don't possess that gene to close out matches. And this has just happened match after match after match. Us getting 2 points off our last 4 games to me is a joke. It's an absolute joke, and it should not be right. Like, we are a better team than that. Don't get me. I'm not saying that we're in the title race. I'm not saying that we're even in a top 4 race. But the idea that we've started off so well, and now we've hit a wall of complacency just doesn't make logical sense to me. I mean, we look at this team. Josh, the kid, started at center back today. He played okay. I mean, 7.5 out of 10. A couple mental errors he made a couple different times, and he became very conservative at times as well. And it's like, like, why is he not subbed off at that moment? Why is he not subbed off 75 minutes into the game, in my opinion? And that's when I think he should have came off. Mark Gay, who came on today, 12, 13 minutes, didn't do much of anything there. I mean, I think that shores up Christopher and Cuckoo's going to be out of the door in January, but it just doesn't make sense about what we're doing as a club. Doesn't make sense about what we're doing as a team. I mean, in the first half, Cole Palmer created 4 chances, scored that beautiful goal from Jadon Sancho from the dummy, and it was great. That's all great. And our counterattacking looks like it's one of the sharpest in the Premier League, but yet we become very complacent when it comes to like defending or when it comes to like doing those things over and over again. And the switch is on, so we should be switching it more often. I mean, Crystal Palace had a game plan. They switched it back post every single like 4 or 5 times in the first half, and it worked and it was there. I mean, defending structurally was great, but the minute that we start to have to run backwards and counter like that, counter defend, it just doesn't work for us. Enzo Fernandez, how did he not get a card this game? Escaped this game without getting a card. But a very dull game for the most part. Very dull in terms of like having that oomph. Like, we had a lot of chances, but we didn't have that oomph. We didn't have that. We didn't have that show of dominance. Like, we possessed the ball, but we didn't dominate the game. And I think like that's where we were thriving at a couple weeks ago, 5 weeks ago. We were thriving when it comes to dominating games and seeing games through, but we just don't have that right now. But let me know what y'all think below in the comments. It's just a disappointing game.